specifically a public figure, that you should be okay. You should understand that if you are going to have a platform that encourages people to ask questions, that you should not be opposed to answering said questions, even if it feels uncomfortable, because again, nobody's asking you guys to come on live. It is a personal choice. So maybe just be more open to the questions being asked.
But we are open. Like the thing is, like you guys just want her to just pretty much allow people to like put her into the ground and like bully her and like berate her and like tear her down
And put me in a
try to
box.
make her look inadequate and question her intelligence. Why should anybody subject themselves to that?
Again, I'm sorry.
Why would anybody subject themselves to being degraded?
Why are you making that face?
Because I'm asking you a question. Please don't.
Okay, here's the thing.
Please answer the question.
I'm not going to deflect. I'm going to be very respectful today because I'm new here. One of the things that I wanted to say though is that I think what I find interesting with what you just mentioned is that you brought her into it, although both of you are on the platform, right? So what you just tried to insinuate is that the disrespect is solely for Olivia, which wouldn't make sense because you both are on live. So what I find when I mention the narcissism thing is that you try to convince 12,000 plus people that all the hate is for Olivia because it's a narcissistic tactic. People don't hate Olivia. They don't like you. So instead of you actually acknowledging that they don't like you, you say, whenever somebody asks Olivia, like for instance, what are you doing for your birthday? Have you seen your mother? What are your workout routines? And they come from a genuine place like the woman did last week and she asked about business. You tried to insinuate that she was being rude. You tried to insinuate that she didn't have good intentions, right? So even though she did and she came up and she was very nice, you says, what is the point of these questions? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? It's a manipulation tactic, right? Because you want the people to really believe that we all hate Olivia when in reality, you know that's not true. That's why you have to keep bringing up the fact that you guys come up here to hate on her. We love Olivia. By the way, Olivia, your hair looks amazing. Edges are fleeky. Twists look amazing. We don't dislike Olivia. Do we want better for Olivia? Absolutely. Do we think she will be progressive as the years go by? Absolutely. She is going to be phenomenal. But I don't agree with the fact that you just try to twist it that fast in less than 5 minutes to try to insinuate that we come up here to hate on Olivia. That's not true. The reality is, I'm almost done and I'll mute up for you, is that you know that we see her potential and you don't like it. When people ask you business questions, you can't answer them. When people ask about your personal life, you can't answer them. You come up here and talk about your genitals, but somebody asked Olivia, did she like head? And you said it was inappropriate. Also, as a I wouldn't say a big content creator, but as a content creator, you lied on a live the other day and said that people can't talk about alcohol, which is a lie because a lot of people drink on live. You didn't want anybody to really talk about Olivia's plans for her birthday because you're probably going to try to stir her growth, as we've seen. Sharon, you could be a great individual, but you're opposed to therapy. What I encourage you to do is go to therapy. And once again, stop trying to convince 13. Hold on. I said I was going to mute. Be respectful. As you demand respect, I demand it as well. You need to stop trying to convince everybody and their mama that they don't like Olivia. We don't hate Olivia. Do we wish you would watch her mouth sometimes? Yes, but everybody needs to watch their mouth. We're all growing and learning. But you, my friend, stop trying to convince this young woman that everybody hates her. It's you that we don't like at times. I will say at times. I'm not coming up here to have a hate fest for you. What I am going to say is that your manipulation is getting tired. I really shouldn't even be up here, to be honest, because it's overwhelming at this point. How you try to play in this girl's face and act like we all against her. So I hope that you take heed to what I'm saying and actually do something about it. I'll mute up now so you can talk.
So, question: have you ever heard the saying, "What's understood doesn't need to be explained"? Have you ever heard that saying?
I have. What are we?
Okay, so my point is like, you guys hating me or you guys disliking me is already understood. Like that's already, like, I don't need to say that because it's kind of redundant. Does that make sense?
So you feel like we hate you for nothing?
Let me make this perfectly clear, because somehow not every single person, but the thousands of people that have come up here and called me all these crazy names, if that didn't make it clear, let me make it clear. I know that majority of the people that come onto the live do not like me. Does that make sense to you?
It makes perfect sense. Why do you think that is?
Because people, anybody that's loud, boisterous. First of all, I think we live in a society where men, I mean, a lot of women just hate men. Women walk around literally saying men are trash. Dudes don't. The fact that you feel like it's okay to say an entire sex is trash, if you feel like that's okay, you can feel like that's okay. Can I sit up here and say that? Can I sit up here and say that? Can we be better as men? Can we be better leaders? Do we have a lot of room for improvement?